Now, I saw this clip. It was tweeted out by David Sirota, who's written a piece on the enormous money that Hillary Clinton can expect after leaving office from corporations that she may have had some dealings with in the past, may have dealings with in the future. And he's writing a story, basically, this is sort of problematic about not just how the revolving door works, but also as to the stakes for politicians as to whether or not they get reelected or what their future may be, et cetera, et cetera. But the amazing part of this clip actually comes a couple of minutes into it. Sirota has been arguing this piece, and he's been arguing back and forth with Howie Kurtz, who is in one of the corners of the TV screen. Alyona from HuffPost Live is on there, and another talking head who I can't remember who she is, but she addresses this as well. I want you to listen to this because it is, and my heart goes out to everybody involved in that panel, and to some extent the reporter, and to all of America and the world. This is so, in some ways, disturbing and wonderfully hilarious.
Very quickly, let me make the point that if you're promised money, there's an implied promise of making hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You have no evidence that anybody's implying such a promise.
Well, we're going to find out. There's absolutely an implied promise. Just look at her husband. There is an implied promise to all politicians that when they get out of office, if they play the game correctly, they'll make hundreds of thousands of dollars from the companies that they are supposed to be overseeing while in office.
Okay, but let me ask you this, and Lauren, I want to bring you into this. What do you think people are going to want to hear from her? Her experience as a Secretary of State or First Lady?
Of course, of course. Well, I mean, I think that it's a broad range, but I also I have to go back to what David and Howie were arguing over, because everybody has done this. I mean, Ronald Reagan was paid, what, $12 million for a speech in Japan? I mean, okay, so if there is a problem with this and the government has a problem with this, then we should address that. But at this point, to say Hillary shouldn't be allowed to do it because it's wrong, even though everybody else...
Well, who's saying she shouldn't be allowed to do it? No one's saying she shouldn't be allowed to do it.
Well, listen, guys, we have to bring one more thing into here.
Let me get in here for a moment, too, though, can I?
Yeah, but just hold on a second, if you would, please, Alyona, because Michelle Obama is making some news today. And I know it's kind of on a lighter subject, but everybody's talking about her new bangs. And she says this is actually the result of a midlife crisis. Her bangs. Here she is explaining it on Rachel Ray.
There you have it, folks. In the middle of that, let me just bring this into the mix. Michelle Obama's got bangs. I don't know really what to say other than my heart goes out to all of us. We're doomed.
I'm pretty sure all four of those people they had on rolled their eyes simultaneously.
Yes, and to her credit, Alyona afterwards basically said, can we get back? Can I just talk about the Clinton thing for one more minute?
Wouldn't you like to be able to take that track in your personal life, though?
Yes,
But,
indeed.
well, hey, excuse me. Look, let's just table that for a second. There's this new pizza place that opened up around the block. And
Yes.
I would,
But to go to the
eat
bangs.
them.